sports. It's in the game.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll accept that penalty. In motion right is Aguilar. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. Down to about the 37.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Once again, it's Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
12 more yards there and another first down. Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The tight end in motion right. Now Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He's got room past the 30. And all the way up to the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Let's go. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, here's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out, and that'll do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Swift going to try up the middle. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 54 yards. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And they're going to get it. That one's caught. And now the lead moves to 16-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. A first down carry for Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Now 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw is Williams. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss. Let's go.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive.